in this project we will see how to change our text on the click of a button. So I have created 3 files, HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and inside HTML I have written this basic code and I have changed my title. I linked my CSS and JavaScript file here. So inside my body container I will create one div and I'll give the ID as container. Inside that I will write JavaScript. Now I'll come to JavaScript file. Inside that one I will create one function. I'll give the function name as change text. I'll create one variable and inside that one I'll store my ID, document dot get element by ID, and my ID name is container. And I'll give one if condition. If our x dot, if our inner HTML, if it is equal to JavaScript, what we have given here, JavaScript, then our x dot inner HTML will be equal to hypertext markup language, else our inner HTML will be equal to JavaScript. Whatever the code we have, we will write this one and we'll close. Control S save, and I'll copy this function and I want whenever it is clicked, on click, I want this function to be called. Copy the path, paste it here. This is a JavaScript, it's not working. Whenever I click, I'm getting this one. Let's just style our container ID. Come to style and paste here. I'll give position absolute, top 50%, left 50%, transform translate minus 50% comma minus 50%, so that my text will come in the middle. You can see our text is in the middle now. I'll give padding to be 50 pixel, width 500 pixel. I'll give text align, center, font size 50 pixel, color I will give as white. I'll give text shadow to be minus 1 pixel. Let me give minus 2 pixel, 0, and I want my text shadow to be black. 0, 2 pixel, black, 2 pixel, 0, black, 0, minus 2 pixel, black. I want font family to be cursive. I will give box shadow, white color. Let's just check it out. See our JavaScript here. If I click, I'm getting this one. If I click, this is getting changed to hypertext markup language. Now our inner HTML is not equal to this, So this condition will fail and we will get JavaScript again. So this works like this. Inside my body tag, I'll give background image to be linear gradient. I'll give green and black. Width to be 100% and height to be 100 view height. You can see this one. You can just change to lighter color. If I click, I'm getting this. This is our box shadow. That's it. In this project, we will see how to hide our div container box. I have created 3 files: index.html, style.css and script.js, written my basic HTML code, and I have renamed my title as hiding container box. I have linked my CSS and JavaScript. Now inside my body, I will create one button tag and I will give the text as click me. Now I will create one div container and I will give my ID name as quote, and inside q tag I'll give one quote. I'll save this one. I'll copy this path, paste here. You can see our output here. Inside my style sheet, I have written this basic code. Now I will copy this code. Inside my style, I will paste it here. I will give width 100%, padding 70 pixel. I'll give text align, center, margin top to be 100 pixel, font size 40 pixel, and font family cursive. Save this one. You can see our code here. We got the style. Now come to JavaScript, and inside our JavaScript file, I will create one function. I'll give my function name as hide box. I'll create one variable x, and inside that I will give my ID, and my ID is quote. I'll paste here. I'll give one if condition: if x dot style dot display if it is none, then copy this one and paste it here and give this to block. Else paste that one. Else give to none. If it is none, then display it to block. If it is block, then display it to none. Save. Now copy this function name, come here, and whenever the button is clicked, give on click function. Paste the function name here. So if you click, our code is getting hidden. Now let's just style our button here. Button, I'll give position to be fixed, bottom I will give 10%, left 50%. I'll give transform property, so that my button will come in center. I'll give border radius, I'll give width of my button 150 pixel. I'll give padding 20 pixel. I'll give border to be none, outline none, and I'll give box shadow 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 6 pixel, and I want black. Let's just see our button style. You can see our button here. I'll give font size 20 pixel and font weight to be bold. My width, okay, I have written here Windows W. Width is 150 pixel, so I got this one. If I click, my text is, this is getting hidden. So let's just style our quote pseudo element. After, I want to give my background to be transparent, so I am using this pseudo element. Give background as black, position absolute, top 0 pixel, left 0 pixel, height I want 40%, width I want 100%, margin top give same as this one. Let's just save. We got this one. Now I'll give Z index to be -1 so that our color will go behind our text, and I'll give the opacity to be around 0.4. I got transparent background without affecting to our text. So if you want to do our background as transparent, then you have to use our pseudo elements just after or before. Now inside my body tag, I'll give background image. This time I'll give radial gradient. I want pink, yellow. So this is our background. If you click, this is getting hidden. In this project, we will see how we can see a document in the entire full screen and how to escape from that document. So inside my HTML, I will write this basic structure. I'll change my title. I will link my CSS. And just before the body tag, I will link my JavaScript. So inside my body, I will create one button, and for that button I will give an ID as open btn, and I'll give the text as full screen. Save this one, come to CSS file, give this margin 0, padding 0, box sizing to be border box. Copy this ID and paste here. Come to index.html, copy the path and paste in your Chrome. So you can see our button here. For our button, we'll give width as 200 pixel. I will give padding to be 20 pixel. Font size 25 pixel. Font family, I'll give cursive. Border radius to be 50%. So now you can see the oval shape. If you give 50 pixels, you can see this one, but I want in oval shape. I'll give this. I'll give outline none, border to be none, I'll give background color black, I'll give position absolute, top 10%, and from left I want 50%. I'll give transform property, I'll give minus 50%, comma minus 50%, and I'll give, save this one. Come here, you can see our button here. Now our text is not visible, so I'll give color to be white. So now you can see this one. I'll give box shadow 3 pixel, 3 pixel, 3 pixel, and I want gray color. You can see the box shadow here. Come to index.html, src, and I have one image link from pixels.com. Paste here, save, and you can see this image here. Come to style.css. For our image, I will give position absolute, top I want 50%, left to be 50%, and I'll copy this transform property, I'll paste it here. I'll give box shadow, I'll copy from here, I'll paste it here, and I will increase this. I want black color. Control S, save. Come here, and you can see our image has come here, and we got the box shadow. Now come to our JavaScript file. Inside our JavaScript file, I will create one variable called element, and from there I will get my ID document dot. For this I'll give my ID name. Our ID is openbtn. Paste it here, and I will create one function called full screen. Inside our function I will give if condition, if element dot, I will give WebKit request full screen. If it is full screen, then element dot, I'll copy this one, I'll paste it here. I'll call this method which will allow us to open our document in full screen. So copy this function name and paste here. Whenever our button is clicked, I want this function to be called. I want my image to be displayed, so I'll give image, I'll give image screen. I'll copy this image screen, and instead of this button I will paste my image screen. I will give here screen. I'll refresh it. This is our final output. I will get my image in full screen and escape from the full screen. In this project, we will change our happy smiley to sad smiley on the click of a button. So I have two files, index.html and style.css, and inside my HTML file I have written this basic structure and I have linked my CSS file. JavaScript I will write in HTML itself. I have font awesome link, I will paste here, and inside my body I will create one div tag, and inside that I will create an ID, create itag, and I'll give the class name. This is our smiley. Copy this path. We have got our smiley here, you can see here. Come to CSS. Inside our CSS file I will write this one, padding 0, margin 0, and box sizing to be border box. Save this one. Come to index.html, and here I will write my JavaScript code. So I will create one script tag. Inside my script tag I will create one function. I'll give my function name as smiley, and I'll pass one argument, and for that argument I'll give this one. Whenever we toggle that one, we want our smiley to be changed from happy to sad. I'll close my script tag here. Whenever I click this smiley, I want my smiley function to be called, and I'll give here this. So you can see here it's getting changed, but it's not visible. So let's style our HTML. For my div container I will give position to be absolute, top 50%, left 50%. I'll give transform property. Now we can see our smiley here. Come here, copy this class and paste it here. For this I'll give font size 500 pixel. Control S save. Now you can see our smiley. I'll give cursor, pointer. You can give the color as pink. You are getting this one. In this project we will create a dark mode toggle. So I have created index.html and style.css, and inside index.html I have written the basic structure, and I have given my title name as dark mode, and I have linked my style sheet. In my body tag I will create one button. Come to CSS. I will style my button. I'll give width to be 50 pixel, height to be 50 per pixel, border radius 50%. Control S save, copy this path, come to Chrome and paste the path here. You can see our button here. I will give outline and border to be none, outline to be none, border none. Now you can see, if you click, you will not get any outline. I'll give box shadow 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 10 pixel for blur, black. I got the box shadow. And before my button, I will create one paragraph tag and I will give some dummy text, and I'll style. Before I'll show this one, I got this. I'll style my paragraph. I'll give font size to be 25 pixel, default is 16 pixel. I have increased my font size. Font family, I'll give cursive, and padding to be 20 pixel from bottom left top right. I got padding, I got font size and font family. Now for my button, I'll give margin left 50%. You can see our button has come here. I'll give margin top to be 10%. I got my button here. Come to index.html and inside my script tag, I will create one function. I'll give my function name as dark mode. Now document dot body class list dot toggle. If I toggle the button, I will give the class name as dark. Whenever I click the button, I want to call this function. I'll close my script tag here. Now we don't have anything. I will style this one. I'll give background color to be black. And color of the text to be white. See, if I click, I'm getting background color to be black and text color is white. Default I have background white and text is black. As soon as I click, I'm getting black and white. In this project, I will create scroll indicator. So I have written the basic structure of HTML. I have changed my title to scroll indicator. I have linked my CSS file and JavaScript file, and inside my CSS file I have written this basic padding 0, margin 0 and box sizing to be border box. So come to HTML, and inside HTML I will create one div container class. I'll give my class name as container bar, and inside that I will create one more div and I'll give the ID to be indicator. Save this one, copy this class, come to CSS file and paste it here. I want my width to be 100%, height to be 20 pixel. I'll give position fixed. I want bottom 0. I'll give z index value as 1, and my background color to be gray. Control S save. Come here, copy this path and paste here. You can see we got here. You can see here this one. This is our container we got here. Now copy this ID. Come here and paste this ID here. For this I'll give height as 20 pixel. I'll give width to be 0% so that it will not display, and background I'll give red color. You can't see that one. If I give width as 100%, you can see the indicator to be red color, but I want 0, so that will increase whenever I scroll my document. So come to HTML and write one text container and give the class name as text container, and I will give some dummy text, such a long text, so that I will get scroll bars. Scroll bar I got here, or even instead of this you can give body to be 200 view height. It's completely your choice. So come here, copy this class and paste it here. And for my container class I want padding 50 pixel from top and bottom and 20 pixel from left and right. So if you see, you got the padding here. I will give width to be 80% and margin auto. You can see our text has come in the middle. I'll give font size 25 pixel, font family cursive. I'll give background color to be blue and box shadow. You can see dark blue color. I will change it to little light. You can see our background color, box shadow and font size, font family. You can see, so that I got a big scroll bar now. So I will change this to little lighter color. Control S save. My indicator is lighter now. You can see this one. You can see my indicator here. Inside my body tag, I'll give background color to be yellow. I got yellow color. Now come to JavaScript file. Inside my JavaScript, I will create one function and I'll give my function name as my function. And I'll create one variable scroll, and inside that one I will give this one document dot body dot scroll top, or this one document element, and I'll give this scroll top. Okay, whenever these conditions, I will create one more variable height, and inside that one I will take this value, Control C, and paste it here, and subtract this value from document element, subtract this from client height. So client height, it is nothing but it will return a viewable height of an element in pixels, and which will include only padding. It will not include the margin, border or scroll bar width or height. I'll create one more variable as scrolled. Inside that one I will take this value, whatever the value of scroll, and I will divide the height from that one, and I will multiply it by 100. Now I will take my document dot get element by id, and my id name is this one. Paste it here. Style dot width, I'll give this whatever value I got, I'll paste it here, and I want that value in percentage. Now I will call my function on scroll, window dot on scroll. Whenever I scroll, I will call my function. My function is this one. And paste it here. Change this to height. I want this to be height. Now I'll refresh this one. Now if I scroll, you can see the indicator it's coming. If I scroll till end, my indicator it's up to end. See, if this is our project, scroll indicator. In this project we will get to know how our text size will increase when we scroll. Okay, I have three files, HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and inside HTML I will write this basic structure. I will change my text. Below my title tag I will link my CSS. And just before body tag I will link my JavaScript. Inside my body tag I will create one div, and for that I will give ID, I'll give scroll text, and inside that I will write JavaScript. Save this one, come to CSS file, and in that we will write this one: padding 0, margin 0, and box sizing to be border box. So come here, copy the path, paste the path, and you can see here JavaScript. Come to CSS, copy this ID tag from HTML and paste it here. For ID we have to give hash symbol. I'll give color to be white. I'll give text shadow to be black. Font size to be 100 pixel. See our output, we got this one. I'll give font family cursive. You can see this one. I'll give position to be fixed and top 0 so that it will be fixed on top. I'll give width 100%, padding 50 pixel from top and bottom and 10 pixel from left and right. Save this one and you can see. text align to be center. Font weight to be bold. Bold I got. I will give letter spacing 4 pixel so that I will get space between my letters. See, you can see. I will increase these values so that I'll get little broader border. See, you got this one. Now come to JavaScript file. Inside JavaScript file, I will create one function and I will give my function name as scroll document. Function, I will give one if condition. If our document, if our body dot scroll top, if it is greater than 100, this basically means that when the user scrolls down to 100 pixel, our text size, whatever we want to change, it will get increased or decreased based on the values we give. Or if our document element dot scroll top, if it is greater than 100, if any of this condition satisfies, then our we will call our id document dot get element by id, and our id name is this one. Copy this and paste it here. For that, style, font size I will give as 200 pixel. That is, our font size is getting increased. And I want to change my document dot body dot style dot background. I want to give red color. If this condition fails, I will copy this one, I'll paste it here, and I'll change my text size to 100, and I will change my body color to blue. Now I will call my function window dot on scroll. Whenever we scroll, I will call my function. Copy your function name and call here. I'll just close my id here. Inside my body tag, I'll give height to be 200 view height. Refresh this and you can see, if I scroll down to 100 pixel, my font size and my background is getting changed. Okay, this is the project which expands our information box to the entire width. So I have created 3 files: HTML file, CSS file and JavaScript file. So inside our HTML, I will write this basic structure and I will change my title to our project name, that is expanding information save this one. Below title tag, I will link my CSS file. And before body tag, I will link my JavaScript file. Come to CSS file and write this padding 0, margin 0, and our box sizing to be border box, so that width, height, everything should be respected. So inside our body, create one class, and inside this one I want 4 div classes. So for each one I want to give a class name called heading. So I got this one, and inside this one I will write read more. Inside this one you can write anything about us. Here I will write no more. Here I will write address. Save this one, copy this path, come to your Chrome and paste it here. You can see this one. Now copy this container class, come to your CSS file and paste it here. And for my container class I want to give display flex. As soon as I give display flex, you can see they have come in horizontal. I'll give position to be absolute. I'll give top 50%, left 50%. I'll give transform property, transform translate -50%, -50%, and save it. You can see this one. Put the border so that you will know where is our class. See, this is, so I'll give padding around 20 pixel. So you can see the padding around the box. So if you can remove this border now, come to index.html, copy this heading class, come here and paste it here. And inside I want margin right, I will give around 100 pixel. You can see the margin. If you want, you can just put the border just for the convenience. Later on you can remove this one. So this is our border. Before it was without, if we did not give the margin, it was like this. So now we gave the margin, so we are getting this one. Now I'll give width around 150 pixel. I'll give padding to be 20 pixel, and I'll give font size to be around 20 pixel. I'll give font family to be cursive. You can give any styles of your choice. So you can see this one, font family has come. I'll give letter spacing to be around 2 pixel. See our letters. Now if I refresh, I'll get this one. I'll give text align to be center, and I'll give cursor pointer so that we will know that should be pressed. -1 pixel, 0, and I want text shadow to be in white color. So now if you see, we have got the text shadow that is white in color. Now I'll give box shadow to be around 2 pixel. I want blur to be 20 pixel, and I want spread, it should spread 50 pixel, and I want white color, but as of now I'll give black color. See, you can see this one, text shadow has come. I will remove this border now. Now if you see, yeah, you can see this one. If you want, you can remove letter spacing. Just come to HTML file and inside each div give ID. Classes can be as many as you want, but ID should be separate for each one. ID cannot be repeated, so I'll give different ID names for each one. I'll copy this ID. I'll come to my CSS file. For ID I'll use hash and I'll paste the ID and I'll give the background color for that ID. Background color I will give yellow. Let's just check it out. I did not save this one. See, you got yellow color. So same, I'll copy this one, paste it here, change the ID to 2 and give background color to be red. Again for ID 3 give background color to be pink, and for ID 4 give background color to be blue. So you can see the colors here. If you want, you can change the opacity. I want little lighter color, I want here darker, and I want light blue. So I'll change to light blue. So you can see the colors now. Now come to our body tag. I want background. I have one image link. I'll copy this link and I'll paste it here. This image link I got from pixels.com. This is the image. The image is repeating, so I'll give here no repeat, Control S save, and you can see this one, the image is not repeating. So I'll give background size to be covered, so that it will cover the entire thing. Now come to HTML and below this div class create one more div called container class, and inside that one I want one span tag which holds our entity of multiplication and times. Copy this one, you can see here, it's here, multiplication symbol, and I want one paragraph. I will give the class name for that one and I will write the dummy text, Control S save, and you can see this one. As of now I will just remove this image from here. I'll just comment it out, so you can see our paragraph text here. Now copy this container class, come to style.css and paste it here, and for container class I will give padding to be 30 pixel. You can see this one, we have got the padding of 30 pixel. I'll give position to be fixed, and top I will give 5%. I'll give box shadow. Box shadow to be around 2 pixel, and 20 pixel is for blur and 5 pixel is for spread, and I want white color. As of now I'll just give black. So you can see the box shadow has come. Come to index.html, and inside this one I'll give class called button. copy this one, Control C, and paste it here. For the multiplication symbol, I will give this font size. I'll give the font size to be 30 pixel. I'll give it should float to right. You can see this one. Now it is floating to right side. Come here and give cursor to be pointer and color to be white. I will give text shadow in black color, -1 pixel, 0, and I want black. 0, 1 pixel, and I want black. I want black. Now if you see, this is black color. As soon as I refresh, I will get the color as white and text the border as black color. Come here, copy this text class, Control C, and paste it here. And for that one, I'll give font size to be around 20 pixel, font family to be cursive. I'll give color and I'll copy this same thing and I will paste it here. See, you can see this one. Come to HTML file, and inside our container class I will give ID box 1. I'll write the ID here. For ID I will give background image to be linear gradient. First I'll give yellow and black. So you can see this one. If you want, you can just lighten it. You can reduce the opacity. You got this one. Now copy this entire div container and paste it here. Okay, I'll change the ID numbers to 3, 4, and here I'll give 2. Control C. You can see it has come. Now copy this, Control C, paste it here, change the ID numbers to 2, 3 and 4. Our first is yellow, red, purple and pink and blue. So I'll change this to red. I'll change this to pink and I will change this to blue. So our button, this and this is becoming similar. Control S, save, and yeah, this has been changed. So I'll give display none. So copy this one, paste it here. So it has gone. Now come to our JavaScript file, and inside that we will create one function called box container, and inside that I will pass the name which is nothing but our ID name. We will create a variable called x, and for x, document dot get by class name. So our container, we will take our each container class. So this is our container class. This each boxes are our container class. So we will create a variable I from 0 container to I dot which is x dot length. We will increase the value of I. For each container class, style.display will be none. Display will be none, or else document dot, we will take the id name, get element by id, and that will be our argument. Get element by id dot style dot display will be block. Let's just come here. See, it's not working because we have not passed this function name inside our HTML tag. So inside our HTML, for this one we will give on click. I'll give my function name box container, and inside that one I will pass box 1. Have to use single tick. Come here. See, you can see this one. If I click, I'm getting here. For this I'm not getting, and this is not working. So if I click, I'm getting this one. So I'll copy this one, Control C, and I'll paste it here, and I'll change the box names to 3, 4. These are nothing but our id names of these containers, this container id name. So Control S, save, and we can see this one. If I click, I'm getting this one, but this is not working. So I'll come to my span tag. Here I will write on click is equal to this dot parent element dot style dot display, which is nothing but style dot display is none. Control S, refresh it. See, it's working. So copy this entire thing, Control S, and paste here in all the span tags. Save it. Now check your output. See, if you click, it's going. If you click, it's getting displayed to be none. Okay, come here, come to your CSS file and remove this one. This is our final output. So you can see the shadow. If you click, you are getting this one, and you can remove this one. Okay, this project is for creating the range slider. If you drag the slider, you will get the values displayed below of it. Inside our HTML, write this normal, our basic structure, and change the title range slider, and I will link my CSS file. And before body tag, I will link my JavaScript. Close this one, and inside the body tag I will create a container div class, and inside that one I will create one input field, and I want the type as range, and minimum value I want from 1 and maximum I want from 100, and I will give the ID to this, and I will give range value, and I will close my input tag. I'll create one paragraph, and inside that one I'll give result, and inside that I'll give bold, and I'll give ID as result. Save this one, come to CSS file, write this one, padding 0, margin 0, and box sizing to be border box. Copy this path, come to Chrome and paste it here. You can see this one, our input tag and our paragraph tag, and our slider by default it is placed here in 50. So come to CSS file, copy this container class, Control C, and paste it here. And for my container class I want position to be absolute, top I want around 30%, background image I will give linear gradient, and I will give white, I'll give pink, and I'll give white. Control S, save. I'll give background, I'll give padding to be around 100 pixel and width to be 100%. Come here, you can see this one, padding is 100 pixel and width is 100%. So now come to HTML, copy the ID of input tag and paste it here. For my ID, for my range value, I want width to be 100%. See, width is 100% now. I'll give background, I'll give background to be 00. See, you will not get any color now. To get the color, you have to give this one, appearance none. Now you will get the color. Give outline to be none. See, before this one, if you click, you are getting this outline. After refreshing, you will not get any outline. And you give height to be around 30 pixel. I'll give box shadow to be around 3 pixel and 16 pixel. I want blur and I want black color. I will give margin bottom to be 30 pixel and border radius to be 40%. You can see this text will come little down. See, we have given the border radius 40% and margin bottom we have given outline to be none. We have given the box shadow here. Now come here, we will style this thumb. I'll paste my range value here, and I have to write this one, this pseudo element, WebKit slider thumb, and inside that one I will give width to be 25 pixel, height to be around 30 pixel. Control S save. You will not see any effect, so you have to give this one appearance to be none. Control V save. Now you can't see anything. Come here, give background to be around, I'll give red color. So now you can see this one. Cursor, I'll give pointer. Box shadow to be 2 pixel, 6 pixel, and black. You can see the box shadow. And border radius 10 pixel. Now you can see the border radius. Now we have this one, result is inside our p paragraph tag. So come here, style the paragraph tag. I'll give text align to be center, font size to be 40 pixel, font family to be cursive. I'll give color to be white, and text, I'll just show this one. You can see this one. I'll give text shadow, that is outline for our text. So now if you see, we got the outline for our paragraph tag. Now come to JavaScript. Create a variable name called slider, and in that document dot get element by id, and my id is this one. Copy this one, range value, Control C and paste it here. I'll create a button, document dot get element by id, and my id is result, Control C, and I'll paste it here. And inside my button dot inner HTML, I want slider dot value, and this value is, you can see here, you don't have any value right now. So here you have to give your default value. I'll give 1, not default value, the value it should display here. So now 1 is displayed here. So if I remove this one, then this one will not be displayed. So I have given this one. So inside my slider, whenever on input, whenever I drag that one, I want my value to be changed. So I'll inside the function, inside my function, I will copy this one, Control C and Control V, and not the slider value. I want whatever the value is present at that moment, I want that one. Control S save, and now you can see this one. come to CSS file and body tag, background, URL. I have one image. I'll paste it here. Control S, save. You can see the background image, and I'll give background size to be cover. Yeah, this is our final output. If you drag this one wherever you stop, you will get the value. So in this project we will replace our entire document with another file or another link, whatever, without refreshing or without going back. The entire document will be replaced. So we will write this basic structure of HTML, and we will write replacing document. So save this one and link our CSS file. So inside body I will create one button, and I will give the button as replace me. So come to CSS. Before this one, copy this path, come to Chrome, and paste the path and go there. You can see this button has come here. Come to CSS file, padding 0, margin 0, and box sizing to be border box. So after giving this, you can see the space here. After refreshing, this space will go. So I will style my button. So I'll give width to be 300 pixel, height to be around 20 pixel. I'll give border radius to be around 50 pixel. Control S, save. Now if you see, width height is increased and border radius we got. I want my button to be in center, so I will give position absolute. I'll give top to be 50%, left to be 50%, and I'll give transform property. Control S, save. Now if you see, a button has come in center. I want outline to be none and border to be none. Control S, save. Now see, outline and border has gone. I'll give box shadow to be around 3 pixel, 7 pixel for the blur, and I want black color. Box shadow has come. I'll give font size to be around 30 pixel and font family to be cursive, and I will give background image to be linear gradient, and I want purple and black. You can give any color, any design for your choice. See, our font is greater than our height of the button, so I will remove the height. Instead of height, I'll give padding to be 20 pixel. Now if you see a text has come inside this one, and I'll give the color of the text to be white. So you can see our button is ready now. Now if we click on the button, the entire document should be replaced by another document. So come here, we have only one line of JavaScript code. So I will write inside the script tag. Inside the script tag, I will create a function name called replace document, and inside that one I will give this one location dot replace. I'll paste the link of my channel, of my YouTube channel, and I'll close this one. So when the button is clicked, so I'll give on click. When the button is clicked, I want this replace document to be called. Control S save, and here I will close my script tag. So if you come and if you replace this one, if I click, see the entire document is replaced with my YouTube channel. And if you go back, you will not have anything because it's replaced by this YouTube channel. Hello everyone, this will be our final output after writing the HTML, CSS and JavaScript code. The song is playing, we have the audio button for that one, and this is the hover effect. If we hover, the width and height will increase and we will get the shadow, that is like light effects. So let's just create this one. Only use HTML by using only HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The hearts are coming in the reverse direction and the balloons in forward direction. Okay, let's start this one. Create a folder, and I have some links about Font Awesome, and I have one audio. So open VS Code editor, and you will have this one. Create files. Write this code and change this one. Okay, I want H1. You can give copy the path, come to Chrome and paste it. You will see this one. Now link CSS file. And link JavaScript too. Now inside style, give basic properties, adding 0, margin 0 and box sizing. Box sizing, give border box. Yeah, it's working. Now come to CSS, body, background. I want linear gradient, and I have some values here, and I will just copy this RGBA value and I will paste it here. Control S. can see this linear gradient has come here. Now I want to style my h1 tag. Give h1, give font family. In my link I have font family for h1. Copy this one and I will paste it here. And I have link for font awesome. You will get in Google. If you want, I will provide in my description. Control S and I will save this one. And now you can see the font. See, this is the font. And I will increase the font size around 90 pixel. I'll give text align, center, I'll give padding from top and bottom. I want 70 pixel and right and left I don't want anything. I will give position as position relative. Margin top I want around 20 pixel and just check this. So you will get this one. Now you can see we don't have any outline for the text. Now we will give the outline, so we will use text shadow minus 2 pixel 0 and I want white color. I'll change this to white. Save it. And now you can see the text shadow, that is outline for our text. Now I want h1 after this is 0 element. h1 after I want content. I don't need anything. Give blank content. Give background linear gradient and I have one background for this one. I'll just paste it here and width I want around 925 pixel, height 100 pixel. You will not see anything here because we have not yet given the position. I'll give position absolute and top 90%, left 16%. I'll give some values here, 241, 236, comma 236. You will get something. Just check it out. I don't think you will. Yeah, you got this one here. So I will change this to 90 pixel. Come here and check this out. Yeah, you got this one. And I will give Z index so that it will go behind the text. So I'll give Z index as -1. Now you can see this one. It has gone behind the text. Okay. Now, if you select this one, you can see background color is blue and our text is changed to white color. So you can leave this one, but if you want to change that one to some other color, you can give h1 I want background color to be around pink. I want color to be white, and text shadow to be, I will copy the same text shadow from here, and I will I'll copy only the values, Control C, and I will paste it here, and I will change this to black. Save it, and now if you select, see, you can see pink color and text color is white and text outline is black. So I'll increase this color little bit, Control S, and now if you hover, you can see this one. Yeah, this is clean. Now come to HTML5 and create one class container, and inside that container I want time, and inside that I want, for the timer, I want I'll give text, and I'll ID as this days. I want H4 and I'll give days. Control S. Copy this entire div and paste it 3 times. And now change this to hours. This one to minutes. This one to seconds. Now this one days, and this will be hours. This will be minutes, and this will be our seconds. Okay, Control S, save. Come in here, and you can see this one here. I don't have anything, so I'll give some values here. I'll give A, C, R, and something D. Control S. Now you can see those values here. It is and B is okay. Now copy this container class, Control C, come here and paste it here. I want 100 pixel. I want height around 300 pixel. I want box shadow to be 2 pixel, horizontal, vertical, and 6 pixel to be blur, and I want black color. Control S, save, and come here, and now you can see this box. Width is for 400, height 300, and box shadow you can see here. Now I'll give border radius. Border radius around 20 pixel. You can see border radius. Now give position absolute. For our container class, our parent is body, so it will be absolute to the body. So I want top to be around 85% and left to be 50%, and translate I want minus 50%, comma minus 85%. Now if you see, our box is here, it has come in the center. Now give display flex. If you give display flex, inside container we have 4 divs, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all will come in horizontal.
all 4 will come in horizontal row. Display flex and give align items center. Now if you see, you will get all the items are. Now if you want in the middle, then give justify content, give center. Now text will come in middle. After that, give flex wrap to the wrap. Now container, if somebody hovers on container, I want width to be increased to 500, from 300 to 500 pixel, and height I want from 400, height is 300, I want it should increase to 305 pixel, and I want box shadow to be 2 pixel, and blurriness to be 40 pixel, and spreading to be 30 pixel, and I want the values for white color. Now if you see this one, if I hover, width and height is increasing and we are getting shadow, but it's very fast, so we will give here transition. I will give here for width, I'll give 0.7 seconds, and for height I will give around 0.6 seconds. Now if you see here, it's coming, it's very slow now. Okay, fine. Now copy this time class, Control C, and here time class, and give text align center. See, you will get this into center. Now copy this text class, Control C, and paste it here. Now I want font size to be around 40 pixel, font weight to be bold. Now if you see, you can see this one. Now I want margin to be 0 and 1.5 rem, and 0.5 rem. You can see this one, margin around the text, and I want text shadow for this one, so I'll copy this one, Control C, and I will paste it here. Now text shadow we can see here, but I want color to be white. You will get this one. Okay, fine. Now inside our time class we have h4 tag, h4 element, and for that font size I will give as around 20 pixel, and text shadow I want 1 pixel, 2 pixel, and I'll give some values, 87, 86, 86. You can see this one. Okay. Margin right will increase to 15 pixels. You will get this one. HTML and place audio file. audio, give audio, and you have to give controls, and inside that one give save. I have one audio, so I paste it here and control save, and you can see the audio here. And to style this one, copy the audio tag, come to style and paste here. Now I want it to be 50 pixel, height to be around 50 pixel. Now if you see height and width as reduced. I want position absolute and top around 47% and left also 47%. I want outline to be none. Control C, and now if you see, you can see inside this one. I want border 1 pixel solid. Sorry, I want black color. See, you can see this one, border. I want border radius. Border radius to be 50%. So now you can see the border around the circle. Okay, now come to JavaScript. Give constant birthday date. Give date for your some special ones. I'll give 20 October. 20 October and of this year 2020 birthday. For this I have to count how many days are there for this and find out how many days, how many hours, how many minutes, how many seconds. Bring multiple cursors, press Alt button and bring multiple cursors and write document dot get element by ID. And for now, for each single one, we will write the ID from here. For days, we have this one, days. Copy this one and paste here. For ID, we have hours. For hours, we have Control V. For minutes, we have this one. And for seconds, we have this one. We'll give semicolon. We'll give semicolon here also. And now we will create one function. Let our function name be birthday countdown. And inside that one, give date of our create date and give this one. Inside date, give this one. And we want today's date. Today's date we will create this. If you see today's date, let's just check it out. Copy this one, paste it here, and close this one. Save this one. Come to Chrome open your console. Okay, we have not called the function still. We'll just call the function. Control C, paste it here. You can see today's date here. Okay, we will just come here. Now we will count total seconds. Total seconds is our birth date and today's date. This one, today's date, and we will divide it by 1000. Now we will find the days. How many days? I'll give as total days, and you should find total seconds divided by 3600 and divided by total days is 1 day. We will have 24 hours, so divided by 24 constant, and I want total hours to be total seconds divided by 3600, and I want modulus 24. This is the formula, you can just see it. Constant and total minutes I want. Total minutes can be found by total seconds divided by 60, and we have to mod 60. Constant. Now I want total seconds. Total seconds will be total seconds mod of 60. Now inside days dot inner HTML I want this total days, and inside hours dot inner HTML I want total hours. Inside minutes dot inner HTML I want total minutes, and inside seconds dot inner HTML I want total seconds. Now call this function, and after every set the time interval, set interval, and copy this one, Control C and paste it here, and after 1 second you can see this values here, but I don't want so many big values, so I have this one. So for days, bring multiple cursors here, and I will give here math.flow. Now you can see 269 days, 23 hours, 54 minutes and 59 seconds, 0 hours. Okay, you have got this one, birthday countdown for this one. Now I will create one function, age celebration. Inside function document.get element by id, document dot I want to create one element. I want to create this. copy this one, paste it here, and I want heart is equal to, again paste it here. I want to create 3 div elements, and balloon dot class list dot add, and I want balloon. For balloon, copy this one, paste it here, and again paste it here, and change this to balloon1 and class to balloon1, and I want this heart, and change the class name to heart. Save this, and now balloon, yeah. Now inside balloon, give the animation duration is equal to mat dot random values into 2, and plus 3 of whatever values you want, you can give here. And inside the balloon dot inner text, I want balloon. Document dot body, and pin the child and balloon. Right. Now set the timeout. Set timeout. After every 5 seconds, remove the balloons. Come here and set the interval. Set interval. Remove this stuff and call this one celebration. Paste it here, and 300. Control S. Now come to style. Come to our balloon class. For balloon, I'll give position to be fixed, top to be around -1 new height, font size to be 40 pixel. Just check it out. See our balloons. We are getting the balloons here, but I want only on the left or right side. I'll create keyframes. translate y. First I want it should be 0. Okay, and give the transition animation I want balloon 4 seconds linear, and I want forwards. See, you can see this one, but I don't want balloons in the entire width, so I'll just remove this one. Control S, save it, and now you can see only on this side. Now come to JavaScript and copy this same thing, Control C, and paste it here, and change this to 1 1 1 1, and wherever we have, Control S, save, copy this one, paste it here, and just change this to 1, Control S. Now inside CSS, give comma, you can't see anything. You can see this one, same value, and right side you have to give here. Come again, copy this entirely same thing, copy this and paste it here. Now I want heart, bring multiple cursors, heart, and I want heart in complete view width. Again come here, copy this exactly same thing, Control S, Control V, and I will give here heart, and I want around 30 pixels. Now if you see, you should change the inner text. But I want in reverse order, so I'll come here, I will change this to alternate reverse, and I want 3 seconds. Now if you see, yeah, see this one, it's working, and if our button is not working, so we will come to audio, and here we will give Z index 1. Now if you play,
जाते नहीं कहीं रिश्ते पुराने.
Our hearts are not disappearing from here. It's taking time. So come to script and change the timing for heart. Give around 1400. Control S. Come here. Now if you see our hearts are hope you like the video. I have some pictures, so I will paste that one. I have some flower pictures. You can see this. And now open your VS editor. I use VS, you can use anything of your choice. Now first create HTML file, CSS file, and yeah, this is fine. So I will close this. Just index. Write the basic HTML tag by I just use this emit and change the heading to image flower browser, and here link style sheet and before the body tag link script tag. Link JavaScript. Okay, save this, and inside the body we will create a div class container where all our images will be complete, this one, and inside that we will create one more div which contains the image container. Okay, and one more div which contains for connect JavaScript. So I will give as move id move. Now here you create image. I want around 7 images into inside source. The path of copy the file path, open, go to your Chrome and paste it, and you will see all the image coming right here. Now what we will do is, this is, I'll just write, this is the left images. Okay. Now I will come to my script style tag. Here first I will give this basic margin 0, so that this spaces, we don't get these spaces. See, the spaces are gone. Now I will take my container tag, container. First I'll give the minimum height as 100 view height. I'll give background I'll give radial gradient, and I will give pink, white, pink, white. Now I will change the pink to darker color, so something like I'll copy the same color here, Control C, and I will paste it here. Now you can see that color, we got this color in background. Now that's it. Now I will come here, I will copy this class. My class is image container. Control C, I will copy this one and I will paste here. Control V. I will give first of all I will give overflow as hidden, ताकि वो जो भी images flow कर रहे हैं, overflow hidden width I will give as 300 pixels and height I will give as 300 pixels, so that the overflow should be hidden. See, we got, and all the images are hidden now. Now I will keep the size for the image. Image का size and container का size should be same, 300 pixels, and height should also be 300 pixels, and object fit I'll give as cover, so that we get the entire image, the perfect image we will get it. Now if you remove this one overflow hidden, you can see this our images are flowing downwards vertical. Okay, so now we'll put this one. We will take this id hash move. This is id, so we will write here control v, and we will give here display flex. Now images will flow in, sorry, images will flow horizontally. If I remove this one and if I show it to you, see, images are flowing horizontally. So again I'll remove this one. Just close. Now come to css, come to JavaScript, open JavaScript, and we will create one image tag, get element by id. Our id name is move, and I will select all the images, document dot query selector all, and I want all my images. So image tag, that is image tag, and let the start of the image be 0, and I will create one function. I give move, function move, and inside the function I will increase our image length, and suppose if our image length is greater than uh, images images length -1, then what you do is you reassign the value of our image, and image dot give the style of transform equal to, you have to use backtick, translate x, and inside that one I want my minus start index into whatever the width and height you give the value here, and pixel. Okay, now set interval and call the function, and after how many seconds you want to call the image. So save this one and come to your style property, and inside this id tag give the transform property. First of all we have to give the transition, transform after how many seconds. I'll give 0.3 seconds, and easy in and out. Easy in and out is slow start and slow end. And transform, translate x, I give as 0 pixel. Control save. Now just check it out. See, our image is scrolling. You can see our images are scrolling. Now come to index.html, copy this exactly same thing, and I'll write here this is right images, and paste here, and only change the id, rest let it be same. Control S, and we will just see it how we got it. Okay, this is our right one. Okay, this is one. So this container, what we will do is we will go here, we will container we will give as display flex. If we give display, that will come on right side here. Align items center to bring those elements on center, and just try content and give as space between, so that I want space between them. Okay, space between. Now everything will be same. Come to JavaScript, and this one was our left. Now this will be our right. Okay, copy exactly the same thing, Control C and paste it here, and only change your ID name what we want and change your image's name. Give here 1 Control save, and this copied exactly same thing, paste here and write here 1, and now you can see both are scrolling. Or you can just put here, both will work. Both will work. You can remove this one. Now come to HTML, copy this exactly the same thing, Control C, and we want middle. So I'll write middle image and I will paste it, and I will change this to 2, and I will change this image container to middle image. You can see this middle we have, sorry, I should give justify contained space around. Copy this middle image, Control C, and come here, Control V, and write overflow hidden. Now you can see this one. Now I will make you can see this one, right? Now what I will do is I will go to script tag, I will copy exactly the same thing, Control C, and I will paste it here. This is the middle one, and Control V, and I will just change our ID. I have move to is our ID, so I will change here to 2. This also I will change to 2. This also I'll change to 2. Everything I'll change to 2. Wherever 1 I have, I'll just change to 2. And I want it to translate into y-axis, and our height is 470. Whatever you have given here, give the same height. Then copy this exactly the same thing, Control C, and inside our ID paste this one, and I want y here. So let's just check it out if it is working. No, it's not working. This one, so remove this one and bring here Control S and object fit cover, and put this also in this one. Object fit cover. Okay, if we have given display flex, so all the images are displaying. If I remove this one over hidden, So you can see all the images are horizontal, so they are moving in horizontal way. So if I remove this, I should remove this one. So I have given here Y, so I should not give Y, so that the images will are flowing in vertical. So we get this one. Okay. Okay, now we will write our h1 tag. Our h1 tag is love. Okay, okay, we will get about. We'll get here. So style our h1 tag. This is before here. So you will get that one, and you can use font family styles are so many. Change font size, and let's just see. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, come to JavaScript. Now we want stars. Okay. We'll create one element, and I will create one div. What is this? Smile. Sorry, stars. Stars dot. Taki we get random values into 100, and values should be from and view height. Okay, now start. And we will set the timeout. When it should remove, after how many seconds the star should be removed. So I want they should get removed after 5,000 seconds, or you can give after 3,000, after 3 seconds. Sorry. And now call the function. Our function name is, sorry, now we have created here class. Copy this class, come here, Control V. ट्रांसलेट y पहले तो 0 रहेगा, no, it will not display, and we will use keyframes, and I will keep as stars. Translate y, and I want 1110 to height. And now animation, we have stars, and I want 4 seconds, easy in and out, and in alternate reverse. So let's just check it out. Okay, sorry. This entire thing, you can see this one. So if you want, this should be invisible very soon, then you can use that one. Only above you will get. Yeah, that's it. This is our final output. Image carousel. And one more thing. You can see this hover effect, and the same thing you can do here. Copy this one, paste it here. Now you can see this effect. So this is our final output. So this is our final output. We will get this one. So let's start this one. Create a folder, and उसपे I have some images I'll paste here, and open your VS Code editor. And I'll increase the font. And here, create files. Three files I have created, and I have one image inside this one, and I have 3 files, and I have some information for font and what all the text. So I'll close all this, and I will start writing. And here change the title, and inside title, inside head tag, link this file, our CSS file, and before body tag, link your JavaScript, okay, by using script tag. And save it. And inside body, create one div. Give the class name as complete letter, and inside the div, create one more div. Give class name as, give your own class names. I will give this container, and inside container I want for image, and one more div I will create for letterbox. Now copy this complete container, come to CSS file. Before writing, give this one padding 0, margin 0, and box sizing quad box. So come here, paste the container name, and for that container we want background. We want background linear gradient, and I want black, white, and again I want black. Okay, and give height as 100 view height. Come to index, copy the path and paste it. You will see this gradient color. Okay, now come here, and for this container class, Control C, copy it and paste it here. For classes you have to give dot here, and for container class I want background linear gradient, and I have that colors here. I have before I have pasted, I want this color. Control C and paste it here, again comma, again paste it here, and I want width as 90% and margin auto, so that that box will come in center. Okay, just a second, I have to give the height. Let it be 90 view height. Now you will get the box. Okay, save it, come here, and inside this one I want image tag, image src equal to, and I have the link of the image here. I'll paste it here. This link I got from pexels.com, which is completely free, and I will see, you will get the image here. And now take the class of the image and give, before that in container class I will give display flex, align items entered, and justify content center. Okay, now here I will give flex basis, I want 50%. It will take 50% of the container. Now I will come here, I'll copy this one, Control C, paste it, and for the image you have to give the width and height of the image. Width let it be 400 pixel, height let it be 400 pixel. You can give any values of your choice. Border radius 50%. Object fit, I'll give cover, and object fit cover. Okay, just see it. Let's see. See, you will get like this. And why it's in center, it's because we have not given the flex spaces for this one. So I will take this one, letterbox, and come here, and for letterbox I want the same flex basis should be. So now it will come on left side. So this has taken complete half part of the container, and the image will take rest half part. Okay, now come to our div class, and inside the div I will create one more div class. I will give this name as letter. You can give anything of your choice. Letter, and inside that I want h2 for the heading, and I will give id for that, so that I can uh, extract that using JavaScript. And p I will give paragraph, and ip I will give this will be our full letter. Okay, and yeah, we will save this one, and now we will format this. Okay, fine. I think this is fine. Now we will come here, give box shadow, you can see the shadow has appeared. Now come to our when we hover on this one, control C, and we'll paste here. When we hover on the image, we have to get white color. Our box shadow should be white in color. So copy this one, paste it here, and I will keep the values here as 2, and this is vertical, or sorry, horizontal, vertical, and 65 pixel is for blur, and I will keep 25 pixel for spread, and white color. When I hover, I want white color to appear. See, I'm getting this light kind of effect. Okay, now come to our letterbox, and for letterbox I will keep as text align center. Wait, write something here so that you will get exactly. I will write column 3, control C, and you can see it here, this one. Okay, just for convenience, text align center, and I want margin right to be 30 pixel. See, margin right to be 30 pixel. I want background, I want image. Images, I have heart image, so I will put here. See, the image has appeared, and now I will give background position center, and I want the image should not repeat, so I will give here no repeat. And I want box shadow, control V, and I want a very small shadow, so I give 1, and I want it should spread 35 pixel, and blurriness I want around 15. You can give your own values. Yeah, you can see this one, you can see the effect of this one. Now I will remove this text from here, control C, and if you see now, it will disappear because we don't have anything inside. Now we will come above of our HTML and we will write our heading, that is our h1 tag. So inside this one I will write h1. I will keep id as heading and I will close it. Now come to our JavaScript. So before that, come to style.css and copy this one, Control C, and come here, paste and give h1 and give your own values. Font size I want pixel, color I want white, text align center, font family I have font family of h1 here. I have font family. I'll copy this one. I'll paste it here, font family, and I want margin bottom to be 10 pixel. I will save this and I will come here and I will link the font. I have this link. I will paste it in my description box. You can copy from there. And now if you see our h1, it will come above. We don't have anything h1. If I write something here, you can see a h1 tag appearing here, our h1. So now come to this one, JavaScript, and write the code for h1. I will write constant. I want heading, constant heading, and inside heading I will write to my dear inspiration, and const I will write head is equal to document dot get element by id, and inside that one what id we have given we will copy from here, heading, Control C, and I will paste it here, Control V. So I don't want to confuse myself, so I will change heading to heading 1 and let start value be 0. Now we will create one function name called heading 2, function name called heading text, and inside the function now this one head tag, inside head dot inner text I will take the inner text. I will from heading 1 will slice each content to 0 to start. Okay, 0 to start, and I will increase my start value. So, and I will call the function set interval, and our function name is heading text, comma, after how many seconds you want to call 100. You can give 1000, 200, whatever values you want. Now if you see that text is changed to my dear inspiration. Okay, this text is changed to, now we will remove this one, we don't want this one. So again if you see each letter is coming and we can stop. Okay. We have to style this one. We will take this one, Control C. I will come here, paste it here. Oh, this is ID, so hash, Control V, and for that one we want font size we can give anything of our choice. I want color to be white, text shadow Basically, if we give text shadow, is that we are giving outline for a text. To 0, and again we have 0 minus 2 pixel hash FFF. Oh my god, 0 0 0. I want black color. I don't want white. I want black color here. Okay, fine. Now I'll just take some random text here. I will Lauren 2, and I just want to check this out where I will be getting. I will get here. Okay, come to CSS tag. After text one, I want margin bottom to be 20 pixels, so that when our image tag, and this should not get this one. Now I will take Control C and I will write something here. Lorem 10 something. So you can see here we are getting this one. Okay, I have copied that one. That is also ID. I will paste here. I will give font family to be. I have that font family here for paragraph tag. Control V, and for H2 also I have font family. Here you can see, yeah, it is changed. Okay, now I will give font size to be 24 pixel. Text align center. Maximum width to be around 600 pixel. Text shadow, I will take this entire thing, Control C, Control V, and I will change this to 1 because for okay, one more value is missing here. I will copy this, I'll paste here, and I will change that to 1. Okay, I'll bring this down for a better. Okay, I will change here to white. Okay, now if I change the text shadow to white, then I will give the color as black. Now if you see, you can see this one. Now I will keep padding. I don't want up and bottom. I want left and right to be 45 pixel, and I will give this one. So inside that I will get the text. Now come to our JavaScript. We will write for this one for H2. Control C. No, first I will paste here that one. Now copy this exactly the same thing. Control C and paste here, and change heading 2, and heading 2 will be Dear Mom, and I want smile. Okay, I want this one. So it will not have any effect because we have not given anything. Heading 2 I have changed, and our this ID, we have to write this ID. I will remove from here. I will paste it here. Control V, and I will give heading 2, and heading text 2 I will give here. Again heading 2, and I will change this to heading 2, and let our start be 2 and start be 2 and heading text be 2. So I want, now what happened, see, you can see this both are coming same time. So I will give this prime to be around 3000 seconds, sorry, around 3000. So I will remove this. So I will change here to 2, and now it's taking a lot of time. Who will wait for such a long time? Nobody will wait, right? So I just want dear inspiration and dear mom. Okay, fine, no problem. This will be perfect. Okay. Now I want copy this one, Control C, and paste it here for the paragraph. And I want this heading. I want this inside this one. Control C, and inside here I will paste it here. Control V, and heading 3 I will give here. Here also I'll give 3, and for start I will give 3, and for heading text I will give wherever 2 I will change it to 3, and heading 3, start 3, and heading 3. I want a little bit faster, so I will remove this one entire thing, and I will paste the text what I have written. Control C, and so we have to take the backticks and we will paste it. Okay, so I will give the time to be around 80. To hide this one overflow, I will come here to CSS, and inside complete letter I will write overflow as done, so that it will go off. And this is our final output what we have received here. This is the desired output.
In this project we will see how we can see a document in the entire full screen and how to escape from that document. So inside my HTML I will write this basic structure. I will change my title. I will link my CSS. And just before the body tag I will link my JavaScript. So inside my body I will create one button, and for that button I will give an ID as open btn, and I'll give the text as full screen. Save this one, come to CSS file, give this margin 0, padding 0, box sizing to be border box. Copy this ID and paste here. Come to index.html, copy the path and paste in your Chrome. See, you can see our button here. For our button we'll give width as 200 pixel. I will give padding to be 20 pixel, font size 25 pixel, font family I'll give cursive, border radius to be 50%. So now you can see the oval shape. If you give 50 pixels you can see this one, but I want in oval shape. I'll give this. I'll give outline none, border to be none, I'll give background color black, I'll give position absolute, top 10%, and from left I want 50%. I'll give transform property. I'll give -50%, comma -50%, and I'll give, save this one. Come here, you can see our button here. Now text is not visible, so I'll give color to be white. So now you can see this one. I'll give box shadow, 3 pixel, 3 pixel, 3 pixel, and I want gray color. You can see the box shadow here. Come to index.html, src, and I have one image link from pixels.com. Paste here, save, and you can see this image here. Come to style.css. For our image, I will give position absolute, top I want 50%, left to be 50%, and I'll copy this transform property. I'll paste it here. I'll give box shadow. I'll copy from here. I'll paste it here, and I will increase this. I want black color. Control S, save. Come here, and you can see our image has come here, and we got the box shadow. Now come to our JavaScript file. Inside our JavaScript file, I will create one variable called element, and from there I will get my ID document dot. For this I'll give my ID name. Our ID is openbtn. Paste it here, and I will create one function called full screen. Inside our function, I will give if condition, if element dot, I will give WebKit request full screen. If it is full screen, then element dot, I'll copy this one, I'll paste it here. I'll call this method which will allow us to open our document in full screen. So copy this function name and paste here. Whenever our button is clicked, I want this function to be called. I want my image to be displayed, so I'll give image, I'll give image screen. I'll copy this screen, image screen, and instead of this button I will paste my image screen. I will give here screen. I'll refresh it. This is our final output. I will get my image in full screen and escape from the full screen. I have 3 files: HTML file, CSS file, and JavaScript file. So inside HTML, I will write this basic structure, change the title, I will give my project name, and below title I will link my style sheet. And before the body tag, link your JavaScript. So come to CSS and write this basic code, padding 0, and I will give margin 0, and box sizing to be border box, so that it will not take any extra space around our text. Come to HTML, create div container class. Inside this container class, create one more class, container box. Inside that one I want button, and I will give a class name as btn, and I will write read mode. Copy this path, come to Chrome and paste it here. See, this is our output. We have got the button. Now copy this container class, come to CSS and paste it here. For container I will give width to be 100%, height to be 100 view height, position I will give absolute, so that my container box will come in the middle. So I'll give top 50%, left to be 50%. I'll give transform translate -50%, comma -50%, so that our box will come in the middle. Come here, copy this container box, come here and paste it here. Give border this is our container box. I'll give margin 50 pixel, 50 pixel, 50 pixel and 100 pixel. So this, you can see this one. Come here, copy your button, paste it here. And for button I will give width to be around 150 pixel, height to be around 50 pixel. Save this one, and you can see the button size. If you want, you can remove this one. I just wanted to show you. This is our button. I'll give font size to be around 25 pixel, text align center, font family cursive, border none, you can see this one. If I click, I'm getting this outline. So I will give outline to be none. I'll give border radius to be around 20 pixel. I'll give box shadow. This is for blur, and this is how much I should spread that one. I'll give in white. So if I click, I'm not getting any outline. I have the border shadow. Now it's not visible, so I'll give black. Later on I'll change it. So you can see the box shadow. I'll give margin left to be around 35% and margin bottom to be around 30 pixel. So now you can see this. You will not see this one, so I'll just remove this one and I'll uncomment. You can see this one now. Now if I uncomment this, you can see our margin left and margin bottom. We have got this one. So I'll just put this one. So come to HTML, and in after this one, create one more for our text, one more div container for our text, and inside that I will write dummy text. copy this class, come to style and paste it here. And for this one I want maximum width to be around 500 pixel. Save it. Before this one I will show you the output. See, our text is here. I want maximum width to be 500 pixel. So my text has taken 500 pixel space. I will give padding to be around 20 pixel. I'll give box shadow. I'll give 2 pixel, and blur I'll give 4 pixel, and I want white color. It will not be visible, later on it will be visible. So if you see, I have box shadow, but I will, as of now, I'll give black color so that you can see the box shadow. See, box shadow. I'll give border radius to be around 20 pixel. I'll give background image to be linear gradient, and I will give white color. I want orange and I want white. So you can see this one. Now I'll give display none, so that my box should be visible only when I click the button. For that we will write JavaScript code. Display none, it has gone now. So come to HTML, copy this entire div container box, Control C and paste it below here. Save this one and change this to no more, or whatever you want you can change. Come here, you can see the box is coming down. You can see our box is down. So come to style.css. So come to container class and give display flex. As soon as you give display flex, you can see the box have come next to each other. And give align items to be center and flex wrap to be wrap. Save this one and you can see this one. Now if you want to add, you can add more buttons here. I'll copy this entire class, I'll paste it twice. I will write here address. You can write anything about us. You can see 4 buttons have come. Come here, inside our button class, give background image, linear gradient, and I want the reverse of our container box, the reverse of our text box. Save this and you can see our image. Now come here, give body. Inside body I want background. I will give URL. I have one image which I got from pixels.com, so I will paste the link here, and I want so I got this image. So I want no repeat, and I will give background size to be covered. You can see this one. Come to JavaScript file, and inside that file we will create a button variable, and we will call that button variable by document dot. We have given the class name for our button, so I will take the class name, and our class name is button. And I will create one more variable as len, and I will give button dot length. This will give the length of our button. Console.log, and if you inspect this one, and inside the console you will see 4. We have 4 buttons, so the output will be 4. So come here, comment this one, come down. Now write a for loop for I is equal to 0 and I is less than our length, less than our button length, and we will increase our I. And inside that one, for each button, add event listener, and whenever the button is clicked, we will call a function, and inside that function so the button should be active. If we click, then I will create a variable text which contains the next element sibling, that is our next button. I will write one if condition. If text dot style display, if it is block, if the style is block, then display it to be none. If it is block, display it to none, else Control C and paste it here, else display it to block. Okay, that's it. Just come here, see, you can see this one. If it is block, it will display to none. If it is unblock,